we'll see how we can work with links. Okay, so go to Eclipse, create a class, links demo, select public static void main method. Okay, so now, so what I will do, so I will take active time application. Okay, fine. So okay, working with links demo is very simple. Okay, so for that I will go to text box demo. I will reuse the existing code. So buttons, I will take this. Okay, so as soon as you have add this code, so you can observe that package information which are related to WebDriver and Firefox driver has been automatically came up here, even for the time unit as well. Okay, so next driver, so yeah, I can copy that code. Yes, and copy this. Yeah, this copy, and I'll change this URL information to this. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, so in the home page of this application I have a link here. Right? So I would like to click on this. So before writing code for this, let me find out HTML code for this. Okay, so HTML tag start from A for always for links, and it has class copyright, and it has attached text information and header reference link. Okay, so we know that while working with links directly we can take up the attached text. Okay, just copy this, go back to code, driver, find element by link test, copy paste. Okay, so click. Click. Okay, after this I'll just wait for some time here. Sleep 5 seconds. I'll wait 5000 milliseconds. So thread class, it's throwing exception, so we'll give throws for this. Okay, so when you mouse over on this, you can see thread class sleep method is throws an interrupted exception. That's why we were getting that compilation error. So I have given here parent exception called as exception class. Okay, otherwise you can call even interrupted exception as well. Okay, so now next driver dot close. Okay, you can use close, otherwise you can use quit also. The difference between this, quit closes the complete WebDriver instance, Firefox driver instance. Close will close the current window. So we'll see this later. Okay, now if I run this, what should happen? So application should launch and you should click on this particular link. So application has been launched, maximized, clicked on link is loading. Okay, by the time it loads, it is quitting the Firefox driver instance. This is how you can work with link. Okay, this example of active time. Okay, similarly we'll take other website which has more links. Okay, for example, let me take Times Job. Okay, it has many links. How do you find out links here? You can go to view expert checker and just simply try to search for the links. Totally 256 links are there. So how do you write this number of links? How do you find out using Selenium driver code? We'll see that now. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, example of example, very simple. So I will comment this code, which is not required for me now as of now. Okay, control C, control forward slash I did, and here I have to change the URL. Right, go back to times job, copy this, go back to Eclipse, change this, and here driver find.element. So basically what I am doing, I would like to find number of links present on this particular page. Then I should use find elements. So by XPath expression is double forward slash EA link. This is what I'm looking for, right? So basically find elements method, what it returns the collection of web elements type. So it's a list. So again, create a list variable of type web element. Okay, link count. Okay, I have declared a variable called as link count. So it is asking for the import web element and list package informations. So you have to select this one, Java util, because the list which you are looking, that is part of Java util package. Click on this, you can observe that particular package and information has been imported. Still I have one more compilation error for web element. Mouse over on this, it will give you quick fix available, import web element. This import package is missing, select this. Okay, this is very important. Okay, now link count, how you can find out. So I'll systemout.println link count variable dot, so call size method. Size method is the method which is available under list class. What it does, it find out the number of elements present in list. Okay, if I run this, it should launch times job website and should print number of links present on that. Okay, so it is launching now. So while practicing, please practice line by line. Okay, so it is launching, it's taking some time basically. Yeah, so it has been launched. So but still, let's go back to Eclipse and see the output. See, the output has been printed like 266 links. So this is how you can find out number of links on particular page. So for interview purpose, you may get this question sometimes. How do you find out particular web element on particular page? How many numbers of web element has been displayed? Then you can follow this particular thing. Okay, so fine. So here I have explained about for the link example. So this you can follow for the other type of web element as well. Here we have buttons, images. Okay, so buttons and text. So you can find out using Firebug. You can find out the web element type using Firebug, and for that you can write the code like this. What I have done for the spans, you can do it. Just for practice purpose, you try for multiple examples. So this is about working with links. Fine. So there is one more thing. So see, once you find number of links, So you may get interview questions, or you may do you can do one more operation. So I want to print all 266 links text. How do you do that? We have to run through this particular web element list, right? So we know that we can use enhanced for loop. Web element L some variable and list link count. Okay, so now what is this? L is the one single web element. I should find, see under this there is, you can access the methods available under web element. There's a method called as get text. Okay, what it does, it prints all names of the links. Okay, so basically this get text prints the text attached to particular web element. So in this case link, so it should print all links name. So run this once again and see how it works. All these are the examples and practice examples, so that in interviews you can expect these kind of questions to ensure that, you know, to check whether you have worked on links, have you worked on different varieties of logics. Okay, now go back to Eclipse. You now still names are printing, you can observe that. Okay, so it takes some time because the program, huge program, right? So see, now all names have been printed here. Okay, 266 links names. Some of the links are blank. Okay, so that's why it is printing blank. So this is how you can work with links. You practice the same example on other types of object type. Okay, let's go back to syllabus and let's see how to work with date pickers. Okay, this is also one more challenge while working with web-based applications. So you might have seen some kind of, you know, dates, right? So I'll show you one example. Admin manager. Okay, so when you click on this time tracker, so see here, this particular section, it looks like it is a calendar. So how do you read these values? So this is one more challenge while working on, while automating web-based application. We have solution for that as well. So basically first step, we have to find out the HTML information of particular table. Come here, so this is a table. Okay, table has a ID, correct, right? See, when you mouse around this, you can observe that that particular calendar section is highlighted. Okay, that means this is the HTML code of this particular calendar. It has ID information, so when it has ID, the binary will pick up the ID. Okay, what you can do, create a class, new class. Okay, so very simple. I will use the existing code, links, and just copy paste this here. So go back to sample application, log out, copy this, paste this URL here. Once application is launched, I should find element by name. I know this information, username, send key, I'm passing the value. Similarly for password field, so pwd and manager as a password. So after this, similarly for button, I write XPath. How do you write XPath? Select this time I will use IDE. So IDE also you can use to quick generation of XPath. Click on this, recording, stop the recording, go here. It will give you multiple options to find out that. Go to this target drop down and select which is easiest one. Take this one. Okay. So I suggest instead of value take type. So in this case, because we have space right in values parameters, so recall the examples we have discussed in previous classes. Submit. So click on find. Yeah, still this particular expression is working. So you can see it is highlighting. Copy this. Okay, close this. Go to Eclipse. Copy here. So change this to XPath. Here change the method to click. Okay, now so we have logged in at this point. Once it is logged in, what we have to do, driver, find element, go back to application, see admin, manager. We should click on time track. Time track is what? Should find out HTML code of that. It's a link. So when it is linked, then we can use attached text. The same text we can use it. Go back here. By so link text. So what action we are performing? Click. So driver. Next. Okay, once you come here, here is the actual concept what we would like to do. So first let us find out this particular information. So here what? Table has an ID. First let us find out this particular table. So driver, find element by XPath. So not XPath, right? So ID we are using here. ID. So just finding, we are not doing anything here. So what is this? Find element is giving what? Web element. So web element, okay, calendar table. Okay, so import this package. By calendar table, we are pointing to calendar now. So we have come up to table. Now we have to find out these rows and columns. So how do you do find out that? Under table object, web element object, again find by. So there is a dot operator and use tag name. Tag name, which one we would like to find out? TD. TD or TR. Table as rows and cell, right? Okay. So find element. So table has number of rows elements. So we have to use find elements. So why? Come back here. See, it has rows. How many rows it has? Multiple rows. So each row has multiple cells. So that's why we are using find elements. It gives what? Find elements, list of web element. Okay, so this one row count. Okay, TR means table row count. So import list. Similarly for table column count. Okay, this is for TD. Fine. So let's print this system out.println number of rows, calendar rows. Okay. Similarly for columns as well. I'm just printing here these values to understand what is printing. Number of calendar columns. That right? So spelling mistakes, we'll change that. Similarly, so now what I will do, so I would like to print so the rows value, that is enough, so we'll get the all values of calendars. So what I will do, so I'll use here enhanced for loop web element, okay, some variable and this one row count list system.out.println. What I will get, I'll get the R, get text. Now it should print all rows in a calendar. So let me print this, run this. So like this, slowly, while you are practicing, definitely you need some time to understand that. You understand the logic first, slowly write line by line. Okay, since I know I have been working on this since long time, so I'm writing bit fast. When you are practicing, please practice slowly. See here, you can see the number of all calendar values has been printed here. So here number of calendar rows is now printing here. It is printing some code, blah blah code. Because why? Because so directly we are printing the list. What we have to use, or we should have used size. Okay, so stop this. So rerun this to check the number of rows and columns. Okay, so it is working now. See here, number of rows 7, number of column 47. Totally 47 cells are here, and totally 7. You can count 4 and 3, 7 rows. So this is how you can read the calendar information. Now once you have values with you at this point, you can, based on your conditions, using if conditions, you can print yes, pass or fail between this by checking this value, right? So that is you know that already. You can practice that. Fine. So this is how working with date picker. All date pickers you can work like this. Basically logic is you have to find out first HTML information of that and find out the XPath for that. XPath or ID, if it is CSS, somehow you try to find out the table information and then find out rows and column numbers and then run through that. Okay. So now we'll see drop down box how we can work on this. Very simple. So stop this. Create a new class, drop down demo. So for this I will take an example of Facebook. Okay, so let me go back and use code till here, till application launching. Okay, what I will do, I will launch this Facebook and I will read this month drop down. This is a drop down, right? So how do you get these values, all values? How do you select particular month value? That's how that's the actions we will be doing on drop downs in any of the application, correct, right? So let us understand on one example. So same things you can follow for multiple examples. How? Go back. So launching, we know that how to launch. Once it is launched, what we have to do? First we should point to this particular web element. For that we have to open source code of this particular element, inspect element. It has id month, correct, right? So first we have to find out that particular web element. Find element by id. Since we have practiced many examples, so I'm not particularly discussing web element, spending more time to discuss some particular points, okay? So that's why I'm just moving fast. Month drop down, right? Fine. Import web element. So here we have that. So we have, while working with select, we have a class called as select. While working with dropdown, we have a class called select in Selenium WebDriver, so we can use that. Okay, dd new. So select class as a constructor which is accepting web element. So now this is the select, right, element which you are pointing. You pass this as a parameter. Now that means there is a drop down object. To work on that, so I'm connecting to the select class, because that is drop down always select type, right? So I'm connecting to that particular class. Now you have a variable dd of second select class. So under that, lot of methods, easy to use. See here, get options, select by index, select by value. So I'll use select by value. Okay, so I want to select what now? I want to select March. So then very simple, this is, it accepts string value m caps March MAR. Okay, it's a case sensitive. Fine, let's see now. Let's select when Facebook launches, always birthday will be what? By default month will be there. You should select now March like this. We'll see. Okay, run this. Okay, sorry, I did mistake. So I'm launching, I have to change. I should have changed Facebook URL. Take URL. Let's modify this. So now again run it back. Launching Facebook. Okay, once it is launched, it should select month as March. Keep observing here. So not selected, right? So go back to selected by value. I have selected March. So what is March here? Okay, yeah, there could be chance like, you know, space. As I told you, it's a case sensitive. There could be chance of spaces also. To understand that, stop this. Okay, come here to original application URL. and again mouse over on this and expand this. So come to March. Okay, the March is correct only, but still there could be some problem. So to understand that, what you can do, use, cannot locate. Yeah, this is the error we are getting that. Okay, in that case, yeah, this is how to select the particular values. You can select by values. Okay, in this particular example it's not working, but eventually it works for any kind of drop downs in any applications. Okay, so this let's take this by default. Now, while working, you pick any other times job or any like this. Work on this example. For demonstration purpose, I have taken Facebook. Okay. Now we'll take select by. There is one more method called as select by index, position of the value. Okay, for example, now, so let's go back to application C. Always it start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Position is 3 now. Let's give 3 and try. In drop down, always values start from 0th index. Okay, run this. So it should select now March, because since we are giving this index. So when you are looking for the index, it doesn't care about what value is there in that position. Simply it will select the index value. Okay, application is launching. Yeah, you can observe here. Now it has been selected March. So it's working. This is how you can select values in the drop down using index position. Okay, there are a lot of methods. It's very simple to read and understand that. Okay, deselect by index. Once value selected, you can deselect that particular value by selecting this, and get all selected options. Selected options you can get, and get all options. So you can use this, like dd get all options. So basically what it prints list of options of web element. Okay, change to this and let's use it. Values yeah, sorry, we should use for enhanced for loop. For web element, just L all values. Okay, L is what? A single web element. There is a method called as getText. It prints all values. Okay, while working on this, use different options like iterators use and how it works. Use normal for loop. Try that. Okay, I'm using enhanced for loop here. So if I run this, all values should be printed here. Okay, we are running all results into console. Okay, this is how we can run results into console. Execution control console of Eclipse. So now go here, still it is running. Okay, there must be some problem. Stop this. Yeah, So yes, we have to use systemout.println here. So I was missing that, that's why it was not printing. So because since we do not have a printing statement, it doesn't print anything, right? So if you run it now, so I have selected here, I have changed it just now. Okay, run this. So it should print all year items. Okay, so launching the Facebook and expanding and maximizing, and it is loading the pages. Yeah, now when you go back and see here, so it should be printing all values of that here. So there is a problem here. Okay, I'm running once again. So let's see. So it happens while running, doing some modification, running your scripts. It happens, so there will be some kind of hurdles which may not give your expected result. Then you should keep looking into your code and then keep changing, doing permutation and all combinations. So then it will work. See, now it is working. So it is printing all year items. There are totally 111 items, so it is printing all values here. Okay, this is how you can work with drop down. So based on that you can select and you can print all values, all conditions, you can do it. Fine. So yeah, now let's see how we can work with alerts and multiple browser windows.